So we're here on a recorded call consensually, and we are starting a mindlesscrypto.com meeting. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Thank God. What can I do for you, sir? What questions can we answer?
What is this all about? How can I want to see if I can.
Mindless Crypto is
Yeah.
for those who want to get into the huge buzz of cryptocurrency without really understanding it or worrying about it whatsoever, right? That's the name of the platform or company. Is called Mindless Crypto LLC. It's mindlesscrypto.com. And our mantra or tagline is crypto gains without the brains. Okay, so you don't really have to understand it. You don't have to know anything about it. You also need to know and understand that you're not really investing or playing the markets, if you will, the crypto markets of buying Bitcoin, waiting for it to, increase in price and so forth and so on. We're actually making crypto with money, right? With the money that you buy a laptop with, we're making crypto, we're mining it. So the laptop is going to do work, and we're going to get paid for that work, and then we split the revenue that work generates.
So what? Basically, look, I'm like normally in a meeting like this, but when you're dealing with someone that you don't know, you go through asking tons of questions.
Sure.
So me and you personally know each other, so I'm past the trust issue. So if you just bottom tell me, and what do I need as far as how much working capital do I need to invest? What
you need to it's very simple. Yeah, it's very simple. Let me do a screen share so you could also understand, and we'll go over some of the internals. Give me a second. But it's the whole process is extremely simple. We tell you which laptops to buy. We recommend laptops for you to buy. You buy those laptops, so we're talking about one or more laptops. You should see a screen share.
Okay, I saw that thing. You see WhatsApp me. I see.
Yeah, but I want to go over it interactively with you.
Okay.
But you're seeing it on screen now, right? Okay.
Okay.
So we tell you which laptops to buy. So you buy one or more laptops. That's this line, right? The rigs are how many laptops you are in. Okay, so let's assume it's just one laptop that we're talking about, and this is the specific laptop we're talking about. Is down here. It's called the Aorus 15P, which we actually have deployed. People, Machady's actually, a few of them bought this, and we have it running, and it's generating revenue. So we tell you which ones to buy. You buy it. You give it to us on memo, consignment, on loan. Whenever you want, you get the machine back. So within 3 business days of you requesting the laptop, you get it back from us.
Okay.
You don't have a trust issue, so you don't think I'm running off to the Cayman Islands with your laptop, right?
Right.
You get your laptop and your asset back. So you're not locked in for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, like other real estate deals or transactions that it's a big unknown and you're locked in forever. Anytime you want out, you get out. We actually have some people bought Costco machines, and they're going to check it out, and Costco gives you a 90-day money back returns. They're going to decide on day 89, do I keep this? Do I like the returns? Do I like the payouts? Is it working? Is it a scam or not? Or am I going to take the laptops and give it back to Costco, get my money back, and I'm out?
Right.
So it's very flexible in that sense. While we have the laptop, we take care of everything. You don't have to worry about what it does, how it does, the electricity. A lot of people are worried about we hear about a lot of electricity consumption on crypto. All of that we take care of. The only thing you need to worry about is what you're going to do with your money, because every month on the first of the month you get automatically a payout hit to your Bitcoin wallet of whatever revenue share. If we collected, let's say 100 Bitcoin, which obviously is not the case because Bitcoin is very expensive, but let's say, for argument's sake, your one laptop that you lent to us generated 100 Bitcoins during that period of time since the last payout, then we will take 30% of that on this spreadsheet. It's 30% for that first laptop. That's the highlighted cell E3. Right. We take 30% of that and we pay it out to you. Okay. What does that translate to? Well, on the bottom here, how do we come up with these numbers? On the bottom, do you see the bottom, or should I scroll down?
I'm seeing.
You see the highlighter, okay.
Yeah.
So this one specific laptop or rig that costs $19.99 plus tax comes out to $21.76 will generate on a daily basis, will generate approximately, this is all very variable. So this is all projections, but this is based on real numbers that historically were proven. It'll generate this much Bitcoin, okay? That translates to $5.85 based on this exchange rate on this date, November 26th.
Right.
Okay, this will change when Bitcoin goes up. This number will be higher. This mining effort is going to generate more dollars. When it goes down, it'll be less.
Okay.
That translates to times 30. This times 30 comes out to $175. So far, so good.
Right.
Okay, 30. So we take 30% of that up here, and that's going to be your monthly payout that you get every month. 30% of 175.
Right.
Over the course of 1 year, that translates to $640. This sell.
Right.
Now, when you take $640 and you add it to the value of your base, the laptop, the value of your base at the end of year one, we're going to project that it's going to be worth only $1977 instead of $2176, what you paid for it. That's the number that came from here.
Right. Right.
Why is that? Even though, by the way, I think it's a very conservative number, because these laptops, the high-end gaming laptops that we need to use, that they have good GPUs, are in very high demand. GPUs are in high demand. Very low supply, very high demand. So if you bought this laptop today, a year ago, today you could probably sell it 1 year used for about what you paid for it a year ago. That's how crazy it is.
Right.
But we have a 10% depreciation year over year for the laptop. So at the end of year one, you're 2176 now depreciated to 1977. But when we take 1977 and we add it to this cell, these two cells, right? So your base, your asset is worth only 1977, down from what you paid for it, and plus $640 in your revenue share over the course of the year adds up to 2617, which translates to 20 some odd percent return. Because when you take this number and you divide by your base, you get to 20.24.
Right.
And we just repeat it year 2 and 3. We don't do any kind of accrual, interest accrual, anything fancy. It's very straightforward, right? Year 1, 20%, year 2, 40%, year 3, 60%. And the same thing for the returns, 640, 1280, and 1920. These are just cumulative year 2s and 3s.
So this is all together, all 3 years, right?
Right. Right. That's cumulative for it says total. It says it's labeled total and total. Whereas here it's end of year one.
Right. So for someone who wants to continue, like look at Tachlit and not forget about the hardware.
Right.
So basically you break even after the 3rd year, more or less. And then after that, it'll just be all profit, because I'm assuming that the lifespan of the laptop is going to be, what's it like as far as maintenance to the laptop?
I think it's very safe to say you could run this for 3 years and then take the laptop and give it to your son to use, and he'll be very happy. He'll be able to.
No, but if I wanted to continue,
it can continue as long as you want, as long as the laptop's still alive and it's not dead, and there's no reason for it to die, right? By the way, when we run it, we're not killing it. Like some people can kill it, but we're very mindful of preserving your asset, right? So, we'll run it at temperatures that are good for the laptop. We won't it's called overclocking. Like we won't overclock it to the point where it's overheating and then it's degrading and it'll fail, and your asset is not preserved. By the way, that's the reason we recommend laptops as opposed to going to eBay and buying a GPU, because the GPU is the brains, not the CPU. The GPU is the brains that makes all this mining magic work, right? So I could tell you, Mr. So-and-so, go to eBay and spend now, instead of a laptop, go buy a GPU for $2,000, right? And that $2,000 GPU will probably perform better than the laptop. It'll produce and mine more. So you and us, Mindless Crypto, will make more money. But when you're at the end of year 1 or year 2, when you decide to sell, you don't want to do anything anymore. You want out, and you want to do something with that asset. Well, what do you do with that asset, right? You need to sell it, and most likely it would have lost a significant amount of its value, as opposed to if it's it's a GPU, right? It has no use other than mining and gaming. But if you have a laptop, it has intrinsic value. You could take that laptop, use it in your business where you're sitting right now. You could give it to somebody as a gift. You could sell it on eBay as a laptop. So that's why we try to specify laptops to be mindful of somebody coming in and not get stuck in and
Okay. Now, another is like for example, when I want to do in my business, when I want to buy computers and stuff, I turn to one of my friends who runs a tech at FE, and they buy hundreds of computers a
Sure.
year.
Sure.
I should find me very, very like refurbished, high quality from
Sure.
computers. So let's say if I wanted to save money on a laptop, not because I want to be cheap on one.
You could do whatever you want. You go
No,
steal a laptop. I don't care how you get your laptop.
yeah, would it still work if I
Of
would, let's say,
course.
if I find a deal on 10
Of
laptops?
course. Of course. Of course.
So you tell me
100%.
minimum requirements, system requirements.
No, and you can come back to us and say, listen, this is the machine that I want to. You guys are recommending this, but this is the machine I have, or this is the one I want to buy, or someone wants to gift me this machine. We'll tell you, though, we think it's going to produce this much. If we know, because we've already experienced that machine,
Yeah.
right? If we've already experienced that machine, we'll tell you this is how much it will produce. If we don't have experience with it, we'll tell you this is how much we think it's going to produce. And then it's up to you. Is it worth it for you to pay that much and so forth? You can do your calculations, and we'll run spreadsheets for you with those figures, right? Andy, it costs $3,000 for this laptop. How much do you think it's going to produce? We'll generate a spreadsheet for you with those numbers, and you can decide.
But I'm thinking like I want to try to. I don't want to. Right now, I could say to you, okay, let's do one laptop. But I was thinking like if somehow I can bring my overhead down and do multiple, maybe like, and try and maximum gains.
Sure. Yeah.
But is there like you said recommended, but for example, if you want to buy a computer and you intend to do video editing, you need X amount of specifications. If you want to do just QuickBooks, you need a minimum.
Right.
If you tell me what's the minimum, what's the ideal, like, you need how much gig, how much speed, something.
We don't care about any of those things. The only thing we care about is the GPU, graphics processing unit.
GPU, okay.
So you can get a computer with no disk space, with no memory, with everything bad, but if it's got a very good GPU, it's going to do very well for us.
So teach me about GPUs so I can go and look for it.
There's hundreds of different GPUs. So, as long as let's say if it's a gaming laptop, or like your example, video editing, a good video editing laptop, it's got to, by definition, it's got to have a good GPU, or a GPU to begin with. Some laptops don't have a GPU, or they have a built-in GPU that's not so powerful.
So the GPUs have some kind of serial or some kind of?
Usually they have model numbers. So the big player, the big players in the GPU market are in NVIDIA. Have you heard of NVIDIA?
NVIDIA.
Yeah.
No, I have not.
It's an NVIDIA. There's two main players, but NVIDIA is like the stronger one. So if you search for laptop NVIDIA, you'll come up with millions of hits. So and NVIDIA has hundreds of different models of GPUs. So it depends on what's in there. And then within the GPU, it makes a difference how much like memory is on the GPU, but that's more nuanced, right? The big thing is like what model is it, because the model dictates how much calculations it could churn out per second, kind of thing. So just like when you buy a laptop for business, they say, oh, it has an Intel i7 CPU inside, and therefore it's fast and whatever. We don't care about the CPU. We care more about the GPU.
So the GPU, is there numbers to go with that? Meaning like
So when you go to Costco today, you'll see that they have a laptop, and it says it has it inside. It has a graphics card, is NVIDIA, let's say 3070 or 3060.
36 what?
No, I'm giving you examples. 3060 and NVIDIA 3060.
That's
3070, 3080.
Right.
Effie, if you look down here, you see the projections 3080. It says here.
Yeah, hold on one second.
That actually tells you it's an NVIDIA 3080 is inside this computer.
Okay, that's one.
This one has a 3060 inside, right?
Yeah, could you hold on one second? Maya just hi.
Go ahead and mute yourself because we're recording.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, I lost that.
Okay, so Yeah, so down here, 3080, 3060, right? That's the model of the GPU, the NVIDIA GPU that's inside this laptop called an Aros 15P. This one is
Right.
an MSI laptop, which MSI is one of the most popular brands for laptops, gaming laptops. It has an NVIDIA 3060 inside.
Yeah, I see a 3060. Hold on,
Exactly.
really apologize. I'm by myself here. 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
Is it possible? Can I call you back on a number, or would you be able to call me back in a few minutes, 5 minutes? I'm so sorry to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
No, I'm by myself. If you could call me back in 5-10 minutes, I really would be grateful.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Bye. Okay, I apologize. It's
No,
just,
no, it's
my-
totally fine. Don't be silly.
okay. Okay.
What else
so,
we got?
So no, this is a big help. The 3060 and the 3080. That gives me something to aim
But
for. So
I would recommend to you, both as the founder of Mindless Crypto and as a friend, a dear friend, I would recommend to you, before you buy 10 or 20 laptops on a good deal, I would recommend buy one and give it to us, and let's see what it does before you say, oh, I'm so excited and I'll buy this, and then you get disappointed or whatever, right? Try it before you commit to a bigger number.
Okay. All right, no problem.
And then the
Okay.
easiest, and the other thing that people are doing, just because like some people thought this was like a pyramid scheme I got, you know, all this, which I understand in a way, it's like too good to be true in a way, but it is. Like, you know, I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would see any kind of a transaction where you're making 20%, 30% on your money in a way that is obviously such low risk or even no risk. I would never say officially that it's no risk, but I'm happy taking my mom's life savings and putting it into this, because
Right.
there is no the risks also are mitigated very nicely. Like, oh, what if Bitcoin goes down? Okay, so exit out of Bitcoin every month, you get Bitcoin. So go buy your wife a Chanel bag or convert to US dollars or Ethereum or whatever you believe in. You know,
Is
what
it easy?
if
You can easily convert out? Is it easy to?
extremely easy. There's a many services and exchanges. One is called Coinbase. It's very popular, and you could buy, sell, do whatever you want with any currency, any crypto, anything you want.
All right. So basically I'm trying to get the okay now. On another note, what about spending more money on a laptop on a better GPU? How much would that affect the mining?
Again, there's no direct correlation of, you know, spend another $1,000 and therefore you get another X%. It has to do with what that $1,000 is buying you. Did you find the machines on sale? Is it like, you know what GPU is in there? It all translates to what brain is in there.
That's
So
what I wanted to get a
there's no correlation. Like, you know, with the Black Friday deals that there were out there, you know, we had a bunch of machetes that went and bought machines and they got crazy deals, and their returns now are much higher because, you know, their base is much lower. You know what I mean? Because they paid for 3070, they paid like $500 less than they would today after Black Friday.
Okay, so it's just so it's not like getting a 3080 won't mind me any more than the 3060.
It will it will absolutely mine you more. Absolutely.
Higher model too, if I want to get higher mining. Is there
Right.
better? If I get a good deal, and it's like if let's say I get offered a 3060 for 1,500 and a 3090, if there is such a thing,
there is
$180 more. Is it worth to spend $180 on a?
So yeah, so in your example of $180, it's a no-brainer, but it's not going to be. It's going to be much more. And then it becomes, it'll be, you know, then it becomes, do I want to spend $1,000 more on the 3090 model? And then we could do the math and you'll decide. But if the difference would be that easy, you know, it would be very easy to decide, because you'll make that up in 1 or 2 months, you know, for $100 or $200 difference.
All right, so by the way, is any of our mutual friends involved?
Meaning did they do the are they running Mindless Crypto, or are they a customer, you mean?
Customer.
Yes, I can give you names.
Okay, no, because I was just trying to see if I can help promote, you know, in some way, if benefit you as a friend.
Let me we'll stop the recording. We'll talk about that. And I have a hard stop in 5 minutes. So are we done for the other stuff before I stop the recording?
Yeah. I mean, details is not the end. I'm just gonna try and maybe pick up a laptop somewhere.
Okay, hold on. It's recording. Stop